Today we're going to be overviewing 3 different lower body movements. We're going to start here with the RDL. So this is really a hinge pattern that we're working on. What I'm going to have you do is come and stand here with your weight even on your feet. You're going to grab the dumbbells. From here you're going to reach your hips back behind you. So flexing at the hip joint, utilize your glutes to pull your hips forward. We're keeping a neutral spine during this movement. So a common thing that people sometimes make a mistake of doing is having hyperextension in their lumbar spine. So that's when we're gonna have a big arch as we reach our hips back. We wanna avoid that. So engaging the low abs, hips back, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead, grab the dumbbells. We're just starting with a light weight in order to learn the movement. Reaching your hips back behind you and pulling the hips forward. Good. Let's do 4 more of these, engaging that lower abdomen.
Am I going down far enough?
Yep, you don't have to reach that far down. Just feel stretch in your hamstrings. Stop. Pull your hips forward. Good. Let's do 3 more. Low abs, hips back, hips forward. Make sure you're keeping your toes down and your weight even in your feet. Let's do 2 more. Reach your hips back, weight even in your feet. Stop, hips forward, squeeze your glutes. Good, 1 more. Nice job. I feel great about that movement, so we'll go ahead. All right, so now we have those heavier weights. We're gonna do a working set. This is between 80 and 90% of your 1 rep max for these. So we're gonna do a set of 5 here. Same thing that we just did with the lighter weight, okay? Weight even in your feet, lower abdomen engaged, glutes, pull your hips forward. Good. Nice job. You want to keep a neutral spine in your neck, avoiding that cervical hyperextension. Keeping your toes down. Nice. Just going to 5.
Sorry.
That's okay. Keep your weight even in your legs. Nice job. Keep your lower abs engaged. We want to avoid flexion in the lumbar spine. Last one. Good. Pause. You can set those down. All right, take a second, then I'll have you do set facing this way. On that last set, we had a little bit of instability with the feet, so we want to make sure we're keeping those 3 points of contact on your foot the entire time, okay?
So maybe knees over a little bit?
Rather than moving your knees forward, I just want you to keep weight on 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, so toes down as you reach your hips back. Good, flexing at the hip, slight flexion at the knee. Nice job, keeping a neutral spine. Very good, let's do 1 more. Nice job. We're going to be working on is the goblet squat. So perfecting the form in the goblet squat is going to transfer into the barbell back weighted squat that we'll be doing next. So during this exercise, we're really going to be focusing on that core stability. What I'll have you do is starting with a light weight, you're going to hold the dumbbell at your chest. We're starting with flexion at both the hips and the knees, coming down to about parallel, then extending at both the hips and the knees on your way back up. We'll do 5 reps here. Another thing that we're looking at, like I mentioned, we're looking for that core stability. So we're going to be engaging our abdomen and avoiding that hyperextension of the lumbar spine, okay? Okay. So I'll have you start with that light weight for 5 reps. Same thing as the last exercise, we're keeping weight even in those 3 points of our foot. I'm going to have you allow for a little bit more forward knee travel during this, keeping it equal. Yeah, perfect. Before before you continue, try to keep the center weight of the dumbbell kind of in the midline of your foot. So right now it's a little bit far forward. If you need to keep your torso more upright in order to do that, that's perfectly fine. Good. 2 more. Weight even in your feet. Last one, we're going to stop at parallel, so a little bit less deep. Go ahead and stop there, back up. Nice job. Perfect, you can set that down. We'll move on to that heavier weight. So you'll face this way. So now we have about 80 to 90% of your 1 rep max for this exercise. I'm going to have you again complete 5 repetitions. Same thing, we'll focus on those same cues, okay? Back up, just going parallel. Good. Really nice job keeping a neutral spine, your neck is in line, abs are engaged, everything looks great. Nice job. Last one. Very good. Honestly, your form improved with the heavier weight, so everything you did with that, I think it would be helpful with the lightweight if you pretended it was really heavy and you really braced your abs and kept everything engaged.
Got it.
So those look really good. Alright, the next movement we're going to be focusing on is the barbell back-weighted squat. So everything we just did for that goblet squat is going to apply here. The biggest difference is now we're weighted on our back. So this typically makes people want to hyperextend in every part of the spine. So our biggest thing is going to be bracing the core, pulling our ribs down slightly, engaging our lower abs, and able to keep that neutral spine during the squat, okay? So I'll go ahead and demonstrate what we'll be doing here, and then I'll have you do the same. So starting with just the light weight to go over forward, we're going to step into the rack, resting the bar on your back. As we get set, we're keeping our weight even on our feet, keeping that neutral spine in our neck, avoiding that hyperextension. And then starting with flexion at the hips and knees, we're coming down to about parallel. Notice the bar is at about midline of my foot. Coming back up, we're extending at the hips and the knees. Again, engaging the lower abdomen to keep that neutral spine in the lumbar. We'll do 5 reps here. I notice your toes lifting a bit. Try to keep your weight completely even in all parts of your feet. Nice job. The bar pat looks great at the midline of your foot. Let's do 2 more. Good. Last rep, really focus on your lower abdomen. I don't want to see movement in your hips. And back up. Nice job. Good. You can round more. Okay, now we're at about 80 to 90% of the 1 rep max, so we're going to complete 3 repetitions, focusing on all those same cues, okay? For this one, I will be spotting from behind.
Okay.
Good, 1 more. We're going to do 3 more reps here. We do have these bars set up to appropriate heights, and it will catch the weight if you're not able to complete the repetition. So for this one, I will be watching and giving you feedback rather than spotting. Actually, I'll just spot.
Want to restart?
No, I can just cut it out like that.